Hello everybody, welcome to the 25th of April. Time has flown. I haven't really been vlogging a lot, and that is mostly due to the fact that I don't have the amazing, exciting announcements yet that I really wish in my heart that I could share. Unfortunately, there has been no news with the residency application aside from on the 13th of April when I got the email saying they're going to start processing my application after I sent my supporting documents. Well, nothing has changed since then, and now we are on Anzac Day. This is a long weekend here in New Zealand, and I still haven't heard anything, and we've gone through Easter, we've gone through Anzac Day long weekend, so now we're entering the final week of April and I have no news, and this just means some things that are hard to accept, but it means that I'm not going to be able to travel with my mother the way that I had intended to originally. We were going to go on this big adventure to a couple different countries, and in the last 3 weeks we've had to shrink it down to just 2 countries, and now we're starting to think that we may not even make it to 1 country. Aside from spending time together in New Zealand, which is obviously amazing, and that's the main point, is to be together, we really had our hopes up that we would go on these adventures overseas, and coming to terms with the fact that we haven't heard anything and it's not likely we'll have enough time before mom has to go back home, it makes it really difficult because you had it in your mind that you were going to go on these adventures, and as much as we're thankful and grateful to spend time together, it still is disappointing to have to shift in your mind something you've been really looking forward to for a few months now. That has kind of brought me to not really want to pick up the camera because I was waiting to pick it up and just give you the exciting news. But honestly, I am grateful that I at least got that email on the 13th of April because, you know, at least they're looking at it. Someone out there has the option to hit the approve button on my application at any moment. So I have some communication, and it's better than nothing. So let's just think about things that we are grateful for out of that situation, even though it's not the outcome I'm wanting right now. There is some silver linings that we can always focus on instead of just the negative. So that's sort of where I've been at. I have been working and enjoying all of these long weekends we've had. Easter was great, and now we're into Anzac long weekend. Through social media, I saw people were attending services for Anzac Day across New Zealand. Of course, Anzac Day, I respect the troops from New Zealand, Australia that served in the wars. However, my Remembrance Day as a Canadian is not until the 11th of November, and that's more significant for me. So I respect the country I'm living in and their day of remembrance, but I also think about my home country where I'm from and the significance of our own personal history. So that's sort of an interesting thing being like an immigrant. You know, you have to sort of acknowledge the country you're living in and what they celebrate, but also be true to your roots and who you are as a person. And yeah, I'm about to head out. I'm gonna head out with a friend that I've recently made, and we're gonna go and walk around some of the bays. It's sunny today. It is like getting a bit cooler now, but we've been really spoiled lately. It's been really nice. And this weekend I had an amazing time. I went out dancing for the first time in like over 7 months. We have moved into an orange level now, so masks aren't required in bars and you can dance on the dance floors. I went out with a bunch of girls on Saturday night and let loose and just literally danced for hours. I haven't done that in a long time. And just had a really amazing girl talk too. We had pre-drinks at one of the girls' flats, and it was really nice to catch up with a bunch of girls and just talk about all the things that you talk about at girl time. And I really didn't know that I was like missing that until literally you start doing it and you're like, hey, wait, yeah, this is really fun. Like, I really like this. So this weekend has been awesome, and I'm really happy to end it doing something a little bit different and enjoy some time outside in the sun. The other thing I've bought myself, if you haven't noticed, I actually bit the bullet and bought an Apple Watch. This is the Apple Watch SE version. I was looking at the other version that was a lot bigger, and it literally was the size of my wrist. The 44mm on this wrist looked like I was wearing my dad's watch and had stolen it for the day. It just looked ridiculous. And then next door to it is the 40mm, and that's the one that I ended up purchasing. I think it looks so much better on my wrist. I've really been enjoying that. Now I'm a total walking Apple advertisement. I have an Apple MacBook Pro computer, I have an Apple Watch, I've got Apple AirPod Pros, and I've got an Apple iPhone. Literally, the transformation's complete. I'm literally just an Apple now. Just an Apple. So I love this watch. It's got like the rose gold hardware and the starlight silicone band. And so it's just really nice. It's like wearing a little computer on your wrist. And I've been using Fitbit for years now. I've been using Fitbit for so long, but the quality of this hardware is, you know, you can't deny. This is a really good piece of tech. So I'm getting used to switching from Fitbit to Apple Watch. It's definitely not the smoothest transition. Apple Watch does take some getting used to. It requires a lot more apps, but I still like it. And I'm really happy now that I have the full Apple suite and they all talk to each other. All the products talk to each other, which is amazing. Like, ease of use is just incredible. 7 days from now, my mother is going to be joining me. She'll literally be right here and we can vlog together. How cool is that? I'm so excited. I'm just focusing on getting my house ready for a guest for an extended period of time. I have a goodie bag that I'm going to put together as like a welcome to New Zealand / Wellington gift when she arrives. And we're so excited. She is so excited. And she's going to vlog a little bit of her journey to get here. She's never been to the Southern Hemisphere. This is her first time on this side of the world. It's exciting times. That's going to be the upcoming vlogs. I'm so happy that I get to share that with you. But until then, I'll catch you guys in another update. Take care. Bye.